Audio back up, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, children of all ages. The music is not returning, so screw it. We're going to start the show. Let's go, Lisa, the Catwoman, Lenny. Welcome back to another Old Humble Distilling Company happy hour. How you doing, my lady?
I am doing quite well.
That's great to hear. That is great to hear. Tonight we have a special night.
We do.
It is Disney Trivia Night. And this is the old style Disney box from the 1980s, I'm gonna guess.
Oh.
But it's the same. It's the same. Stupid board with the mouse ears on it and everything. And and I am just mildly curious how many times I'll be able to say Disney or refer to Disney or do Disney things without getting taken down off the air or off the interwaves. And I have 10 cards right here. I have the
Okay.
cards, but here's the thing. The answers to the questions are on the front of the card, see? Not on the back. So I could not take a picture of the card for the trivia questions. I couldn't do it because the answers are right there on the
Right
front, see?
there.
Um, so,
Well, I could have edited the photo,
well, I could have, but
but you
also,
did.
I also could not have. So I chose that one. So, how's your week been?
It's been pretty good. Spent part of it with you bottling.
You did indeed. You were up at the shop on what was it, Tuesday?
I think
Was it
so.
Tuesday? We were bottling up. They picked up that order. It's in their custody, which I love that because that
Yay!
means I'm going to get money soon, and I like to eat and have gas in my car and things like that.
Right.
I mean, hoes don't work if you don't pay them. So it's just me and my wife. That's it. John Jacobs is in the house. Um, and check this out. Watch this. This is a cool little toy that I now have. If you're watching it on the YouTubes, you can see this. I don't think you can see it on your screen though. Boom, bam. You see that on the screen? You can't see that on the screen. I can see it on the screen. It's right there. I've been practicing with this little toy all week, and it is awesome. Uh, I can bring chat right to just like we used to be able to do with StreamYard. I can put it right there below us. Boom, goes the dynamite. Anyway, so tonight also is the University of Houston basketball Cougars playing. I guess we should introduce ourselves. I'm the Old Humble guy, the owner and operator of the Old Humble Distilling Company. We make delicious whiskey. Boom, there it is. It is delicious and nutritious, and it will make you a better dancer. And my lawyers told me I can't say it's nutritious. So, uh,
And
but
say
but Taco Bell can call their whatever that shit is food. And but I can't call my whiskey nutritious, but they can call their slop food. I don't get it, but whatever. Whatever. Anyway, and here my co-host next to me is Lisa, the trivia master Lenny. Actually, the cat woman, cat lady.
Catwoman
Yeah, sure.
and Trivia Master.
Yeah, trivia mistress. That would be the proper title, I suppose. Trivia mistress. And in chat we have John Jacobs, among others. No, actually, we just have John Jacobs right now. But more will be coming. We will kick off the Disney trivia at the top of the second hour. Um, we'll kick off the Disney trivia at the top of the second hour. And the trivia rules are the same this week as they were last week. I will type the question into chat. Will I type the question into chat? Do I still have my chat window open? I do. I will type the question into chat. We will give it 2 minutes, and then I will type the answer into chat. And if your answer comes after my answer, you do not get credit for the answer. Uh, but the person with the most correct answers gets 20 boozy bucks. So we got $20 on the line tonight. $20, which can be spent anywhere in the company store, on whiskey, on gear. What am I looking? What's the word I'm looking for? Merchandise. That's the word I'm looking for. Um, Merchandise of any sort: hats, shirts, tank tops, shot glasses, whiskey bottles. The price of the whiskey is the price of the whiskey. The price of the shipping is the price of the shipping. Most everything will ship for $10 or less. You can accumulate your boozy bucks and put it towards whatever you want, including shipping, and or you can forego the shipping and drive to me. Especially if you're here in Houston. If you're in Montana, it's probably not a good idea to drive to Houston because that would be more than $10 worth of gas, I presume. I think it would probably be 2 tanks of gas, at least, because it's like a tank of gas from Houston to Austin. So, just saying. Just saying. Okay, so what else we got?
So I hey, let's go back to your answer is right and whether or not it came in before or after Joe posted the answer. I'm
Okay.
also the scorekeeper.
Okay, yeah, you, say that again because like all of that was digitized.
Ah! So I am the final arbiter of the trivia answers.
That is correct.
And whether your trivia answer is correct.
Yep.
And whether it came in before Joe posted the answer.
Are you also keeping tally?
I am keeping tally.
Good, then I won't have to.
But you keep track of the Boozy Bucks.
I'll keep track of the Boozy Bucks. As of right now, the tally for Boozy Bucks is John Jacobs with 20 and Tuna Emperor with 10. Because second place gets 10, third place gets 5. Which means if you win one year, or 1 week, 1 year, if you win 1 week and come in as a runner-up in another week, you have enough for a bottle of whiskey. You may have to come up with some shipping, but you know, $10 for a bottle of shipping, or a bottle of whiskey to just cover the shipping is not a bad deal. Not a bad deal at all.
Especially delicious whiskey, such as ours.
Yeah, no kidding. I mean, geez, might as well get a gun and hold it in my ribs and make me give you it for free. Jesus, robbing me blind. But that's all right. I don't mind. This week. But we shall get at it. We'll get at it in a little while. We got some other housekeeping to do. Like for example, Lisa, you may have heard, you may not have heard, you may not even know this, but this is the thing that's going to be happening very soon. Starting April 1st at the distillery, we are going to have music live at the distillery starting April 1st, and every Friday starting April, going all the way through May. I already have those guys booked. Going into June for sure, maybe not July because it's pretty oppressively hot even out there in the woods at night. But it may be, you know, we'll see how it goes through June. If it's still comfortable going into the end of June, we'll keep having people out there. And we're going to keep playing out there Friday nights live from Old Humble every Friday night until it gets oppressively hot and you just can't do it anymore. And then after that, we'll wait and come back again in, you know, it'll probably be October. So it'll probably be 2 or 3 months. I think we can probably get through July. August may be tough because it's still like 90 degrees. It's 6:30 and 7 o'clock, but we're also out in the woods, so it's not as hot. When the sun goes down, it's not as hot because it actually gets darker earlier out in that area on account of the trees being tall. So we shall see.
You know, perhaps we'll find some way to keep people cool.
Maybe so. Maybe we'll have our air conditioner installed by then, and then we can bring some of the party inside at least. And yeah, you know, I was gonna say it gets. Well, I did say it gets darker sooner, but when it's like 102 degrees, it doesn't get much cool. It has to get much cooler, and it doesn't get much cooler. You know, all the pavement is still baking around. You will see. We'll just have to see. We'll play it by ear and see how it goes. Going into the later summer months, but right now, Fridays, tickets. You can get the tickets through our website or through our Facebook page, through Eventbrite page. We're going to add it into the website. You'll be able to get them all over the place. There's $10 for the show, unless you go through Groupon, and then you get it for $5 for the show. And of course, there's a tour while the band's on their break, and we're going to throw in some more Groupons for flights of whiskey, for merchandise, and all kinds of other crap. So it'd be fun. It'd be fun. I mean, it's a night out with the family. You can hang out. You don't have to drink. You can just come pay your money and watch the band. The kids can come. Let them go play in the woods. There's a fun little coyote out there that has mange and ticks and all kinds of other fun stuff for the kids to pick up and bring home. It's hilarious and great. And there's a raccoon that almost certainly doesn't have rabies. And I'm fairly certain that the ghost is friendly. So,
True.
there you go. Vernon Mary. She's a sweet, sweet, sweet lady. She was a meth addict, and you don't hold that against her.
No, we we aren't perfect. Nobody
Yeah,
is.
probably almost certainly depressed, which is why she zipped herself into that uh
Sleeping bag.
sleeping bag and lit it on. Well, I don't think she lit it on fire on purpose. I think she just got too close to the campfire that she built and lit herself on fire on accident. But the old humble lore. It's a gruesome story, but the ghost, as far as I know, hasn't hurt anybody. She just kind of scares people, startles them when they see the glowing, burning space back there in the woods. Uh, it only happens on occasion. It doesn't happen very often. It's a very fascinating story. One of these days, I work out there late a lot. One of these days, I expect to see it just because I'm out there a lot. But I also don't believe in ghosts. So I don't know how that works. If you don't believe in ghosts, do you actually see ghosts? Do you have to believe in them to see them? Are the only people that get to see ghosts people who believe in ghosts? Because I'd like to see a ghost if they exist, but I don't believe in ghosts. So do I get to see them? Do I ever get to believe? I don't know how that works.
I don't know either.
I don't know. Like, do ghosts like pop out with their papers and be all like, "Here you go, now you can believe," or do you have to believe for them to pop out and give you your papers? It's like that, like how ATM cards work. You have to believe there's money in your account to actually get money out of your account. And if you don't believe there's money in your account, you don't get money in your account. Um, Very rarely do you believe there's money in your account. Well, there's more often than not, you believe there's money in your account. You don't get it, then you don't believe there's money in your account, and you do get it. Because if you don't believe there's money in your account, you're almost certainly not getting any money because there's probably no money in your account. Most people don't believe the negative. That's my little box of belief there. There's like is not, believe there is, believe there's not. You got the two boxes: false positives, false negatives, etc., etc. That makes perfect sense in my mind. If it doesn't make sense in your mind, then your mind's broken, and you're not a redeemable person. So there you go.
You really need to proofread your stuff.
What stuff? I don't have anything to read. I don't use scripts.
No, if you look on YouTube, it says Dincy trivia.
Oh, it does?
Yeah.
Did I mess up the whatever. Nobody reads that shit.
Yeah, no, like right under our faces, Dincy.
Oh, Genzy, right below there. I'll be damned. Yeah. I changed that like just this evening because it was just more trivia, and I changed it to Disney trivia, but it says Dinzy. I can fix that. I'll fix that later. I'll fix. Maybe I can fix it. Let's see if I can actually fix it during the show. Let's see. I might flip it back to the old one. This is going to be a disaster. This is going to bring the whole show down. But I'm going to do it because it's going to be funny if it does bring the whole show down. I'm going to run another website with graphics behind the camera, behind the Zoom panel, behind the chat, behind everything. Let's just see if it works. So, last few weeks, I've been doing extra happy hours. I did a show this week on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. I didn't do a show on Wednesday, and then I'm doing this one tonight, Thursday. And this, Lisa, because I've been doing more shows, we've kind of accelerated the whole count of videos that we've posted. And I've gone from about 150 at the beginning of the year. Actually, we had a whole bunch at the beginning of the year, and I deleted a whole bunch of uploaded videos. But we have now, I can announce this tonight. This is the official 200th show episode video that we've posted up onto our internets. How you like them apples, Miss Lisa?
A whole lot.
Yeah, that's a lot of apples. But we did 100 episodes of the original Happy Hour. We're on like episode 37 of this one. There's been a whole slew. I want to say score because that would be actually 20. There's been a whole slew of other stuff that I've posted up and deleted and posted up and deleted. We were unofficially at 200 last week, and then I got rid of a couple of shorts and a couple of other videos, and now then we went back down to 196, and now this is officially 200 because I don't think I'm going to go back and delete any more shows. I might, just because I'm crazy like that. Um, but yeah, I mean it. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't mean anything. It just means that I have a whole lot of fucking time on my hands.
True.
But I'm working on addressing that issue as well. And we'll do a whole lot of day in the life stuff coming up soon because I've got a whole lot of bottling and a whole lot. I've got 90 cases of whiskey that I need to bottle up and box up over the next 4 weeks. Split fairly evenly, I might add, between the special reserve straight whiskey and rye. And then we'll get the repairs finished on our. We'll get all the installation and repairs finished on the steam generator, and then we'll start operating the steam ginny and pushing out some bourbon, and we'll do that live. I'm going to be making some gin for our gin partners in April, but I don't think I'm going to be doing that live stream because I want to do the first liquor making live stream as bourbon because that'll be fun. I think that'll be fun. Our first bourbon live stream. Yeah, exactly. Or some kind of whiskey. I want maybe the rice whiskey. Maybe I'll do the peach brandy that I've been threatening to do with my great grandfather's recipe. If I leave it as Dincy, I can't have a copyright claim. I don't think technically I can have a copyright claim anyway, because it's like public. But whatever.
Depends.
I'm sure you can find a way to make it. You can almost certainly find a way to make it illegal and not fun for me. So why don't you go ahead and do that? I'm so mean to you. Lisa the radar detector. Thanks, Lisa. I'll slow down now. Oh, and of course, so basically going forward, I'm gonna have at least a couple happy hours every week. So we'll have our Thursday night big show, a smaller show in the middle of the week, maybe 2 shows in the middle of the week, because I like the idea of doing one dumb idea. Lately, it's been a Ukraine update, a dumb topic, and then like a more heavy topic. Like this week, it was like Ukraine, and then campfire stories. Did you know that there was there was such a thing as a ghost witch, and we had one come to the camp? I'm not a ghost witch, a moon witch. We had a moon witch. Did you know that? You didn't watch the show, so you wouldn't know that. But so here's what happened. We had at our campsite.
Maybe on Facebook or.
I mentioned it on Facebook. I think I mentioned it on Twitter. So this is what happened. Look, I fixed it. This is what happened. The night before the full moon, we had this lady who pulled in next to us, and the campsite next to us. She had her little tent and everything. She pulls in. She asks us, she comes to us. She's very kind and very sweet old lady, and probably not that old. She was probably like, I don't know, 40, which is like dead in Hollywood years. But she comes up with her pointy hat and her wart on her nose and goes, "Dearie, would you mind turning your lights off when you're done?" She didn't cackle, and she didn't have the hat, and she didn't have the wart on her nose, but that's what she sounded like. And we're like, yeah, okay, sure, whatever. And she goes to the people across the street and everybody else around us. Here's the thing. She wants to see the stars and the moon while she's at her campsite, which is, reasonable. It makes perfect sense. But it was a full moon. It was like damn near full moon. So you're not seeing a whole lot of stars. We saw some stars. Like there were the big constellations that you could see. But you couldn't see a whole lot of other stuff. I mean, it was like the moon was like right there. And then, like on the other side, you can see Orion because Orion's a big show off, and you can see his penis and the dog stars and all the other stuff. The Big Dipper, you can see it. Orion's penis. Or his sword, depending on how prudish you are. So you couldn't really see a whole lot, but of course there was the moon, like big old beacon up there. And then the next night was probably the full moon, but she had cleared out the next night, and we do all our stuff and the family stuff and everything. And then there's this huge windstorm that blows through, which obviously means that that woman was a moon witch. She cast a spell the night before the full moon. The night of the full moon, there was a windstorm, because that is the only logical explanation for that series of events. The only logical explanation. There's no other explanation that could possibly be had. I'm going to turn this down a little bit. There's no other obvious explanation, no other simple explanation, no other clear set of things that can possibly lead to nearly full moon, cackling witch lady, windstorm on the full moon, moon witch. That's it. And to add proof, we had moon pies several days before, which clearly summoned her. There's no other explanation.
How long did your children buy this?
Oh, they helped me come up with the theory. Without question. They reminded me that we had the moon pies on Pie Day, which is March 14th.
Oh.
Yes, they reminded me that we had the moon pies. They're like, that's why she got summoned, Dad. I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot. That's obviously how we summoned her, because of the moon pies. Moon pies, nearly full moon, cackling lady, who is the moon witch. And then, because of the windstorm on Thursday, Friday, there was a burn ban, so we couldn't even have fires, and everybody had to go to bed early. That's how the punishment came for people who didn't want to turn off their lights, because the moon witch wanted to look at the stars, even though you couldn't see the stars because of the full moon. Clear, obvious, logical explanation. No other logical explanation. No other possible explanation for that sequence of events. The reason why we couldn't have fires on Friday night was because the moon witch got upset that people were up too late and obscuring her view of a full moon and the stars, and making fun of her for being a witch, and cackling and laughing about her in the campsite next to her. Those people should be ashamed of themselves. But I have it on fairly good authority that they are not at all ashamed of themselves. So.
Of course not.
Nope, we are not. No, they are not at all ashamed. That's just how it goes. See, I told y'all, when I told this story on Tuesday, I told y'all she would believe it. I told y'all she would be 100% in when I repeated the story on Thursday, because I was very confident she wasn't watching on Thursday or Tuesday. And I was right, because I'm always right. Anywho, so that was, okay, so that's kind of the pattern that I've gotten into. Something relatively therapeutic, something silly, and something kind of heavy. The relatively heavy this week was just a science, not even science heavy, just an observation heavy episode about the flat Earth or the round Earth, and why we know it's not flat just by sitting out there and looking at things like the angles of shadows and the direction of the sun on the moon, or where the moon is, and blah, all the other stuff. That you could just basically go out and look around and go, yep, the Earth is round. But nobody does that, because it's not like you go out, you like tap your foot on the ground and go, yep, gravity's on today. No, you just take that for granted, because it's like, it's always there. You don't have to turn the switch and make sure, like, you don't have to make sure gravity's on the way when you leave the house. You have to make sure the stove is off, or, when you go to bed, you got to lock the door 6 times just to make sure that the boogeymen don't come and get you, or 12 times, depending on how OCD you are. You gotta touch the doorknob 3 times to make sure that your family doesn't die. I mean, I don't know what anybody's particular quirks are, but nobody ever even thinks about that with like gravity and like all the other stuff, because it's just there. And like, just like the Earth is round, you don't have to think about it usually. So you take all the clues around you for granted. And then dumb people are like, oh, spinning ball of water in space. Well, it's not a spinning ball of water, you dumb dummy. And it's round. I don't know what to tell you. There's spinning balls of gas in space too. That's just what they are. So that was I guess that was probably even kind of silly too. But I think in an upcoming week or so, we are going to prove and or disprove the existence of God within a 1 hour happy hour. Because this is the type of shit we used to do at bars. I don't know what bars you went to, but the bars I went to, this is the conversations that we had. Like, honest to God, legitimate, real live discussions that you couldn't just Google the answers to. You know, they were fun, like who's the best third baseman, you know, that sort of thing. Dumb, stupid, you can't look up the stats on that. Who has stats on third baseman? They don't even keep stats in baseball, right? Right.
Right.
But that's the this was a great conversation that we had around the campfire. Why is circumference called circumference and not perimeter of a circle? I mean, we know the circumference is the perimeter of a circle, but circumference and perimeter are two different things. Not just grammatically different, like they describe a different thing, they have a different formula, they do different things. There's an entirely different word for circumference because circumference is a different thing. It measures mostly the same thing, but you don't have circumference of a square. They're not interchangeable, so they're not the same thing. They mean and apply differently, right?
Yes.
Just like truck and car. They're functionally the same thing. 4 wheels, engine, chair, rocking chair in the back for grandma when you drive to Beverly Hills. They're functionally the same thing, but you wouldn't call a car a truck and you wouldn't call a truck a car. You would not do that. They're not the same. They're different words. They're different things. They mean different things when you say the different words. They bring up a different picture in your brain. You don't think of circumference and you get a square. You don't think of that, right? Right. So my entirely sober children and me were sitting around the campfire. My wife was thoroughly rolling her eyes at this point. She's like, this is the stupidest conversation I've ever heard in my life. But we talked about this for like 20 minutes. Went round and round and round and round, like a circumference. And the best we could come up with, the best tentative explanation that we could come up with was that perimeter was known, like you knew the perimeter of a polygonal object, and you knew you knew the formula for a polygonal object. You know, well, no, not just a polygon, a polygonal object. Any kind of, well, I guess they would all be polygons.
Wouldn't they?
Could be, I suppose so. Yeah, we'll go with that. But you knew that formula: side 1 plus side 2 plus side 3 plus side 4 plus side, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, until you get to side number n. That's the formula. But nobody knew the formula for a circle, and they were just like, call that circumference. We'll figure it out later. Just call that circumference. We'll figure it out later. And then they put this other formula. It means question mark. We don't know. And then they just came back to it several centuries later when they finally figured out, you know, you can take a pie and cut it into pieces. And there, oh, speaking of which, we're going to call this pi because that's the ratio of diameter to circumference. Anyway, it was many years before they figured out that pi meant pi and that pi are squared and not pi are round, but cakes are square, pies are round. That's how they figured all this stuff out. It's a very complicated semantic riddle that they came up with. But anyway.
Like an update on the U of H game?
Yes, what's the score, Lisa?
So the University of Houston Cougars, with 8 minutes left in the half, have 21. They're leading the Arizona Wildcats, who only have 15 points.
They're leading by, what is it, 21-15?
Yep, they're leading by 6.
Awesome. Sweet.
Yeah.
John Jacobs is pulling serious mod duty right now, telling people to smash the likes and doing the stuff that I was supposed to do as host. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, smash the like button, hit the notification bell so that you too can get your Boozy Bucks on notification nights like these for trivia. Thank you, John Jacobs. I'm very bad at that because, I don't know, I don't do it very well. Mr. Great Shots in the house with the cheers. He's all queued up for trivia tonight. An airplane is not a jet. Yeah, that's That's an accurate statement. A jet is an airplane, but an airplane's not a jet. Just like rye is a whiskey, but whiskey's not a rye. Necessarily not a rye.
Right.
These are two words for different things. Y'all don't forget those whats. I need to know what not to forget. Don't just tell me not to forget stuff. Muscle Shell's in the house. What's up, Muscle Shell?
Those likes. Don't
Oh yeah,
forget
the likes. Yeah, don't forget to hit the likes. Yeah, if you're watching like if you don't like it, hit the like anyway, because then that'll remind you when it comes up on your feed later. When the next live thing comes up on your feed, the fact that you hit the button will remind you not to look at it when it comes up, and then that'll hurt me in my heart. So do that if you want to hurt me, baby. Anyway, how close are you to getting the Unhinged up?
Oh, it's done.
Oh shit, you mean I've been stalling for no fucking reason? Okay, let's do Unhinged. Okay, so here's what's up. Lisa, here's what's going to happen. I'm going to say, all right, I need to share the screen with you, right? Or give you the I need to give you the authority to share the screen. So here's what's going to happen. We're going to introduce the Unhinged, and then you share the screen, and then do the bit, right? And then we'll do the whole thing, and then close it, and we'll act like it's its own little 30-minute segment, okay? And then what I'm going to do tomorrow or Saturday or Sunday, whenever I have time or whenever I feel like getting around to it, I'm going to clip this section out of the show and post it up as its own show. How the fuck does that sound? Isn't that cool?
That sounds pretty cool.
It sounds pretty cool. In fact, I'm only going to post up half of it. I'm going to say, if you want to see who's the dildo of the week or whatever the thing we call it, it's Fumblebee. Who's who the Fumblebee is of the week? You got to go watch the show.
Oh.
Yes, total cliffhanger. And
It's a teaser.
I'm gonna make them hate me, and it's gonna be awesome because they're gonna come on and hate me, and then I'll be all like, yeah, and then I'll just show them my butt.
Okay.
That'll be awesome. I'll show them my butt. Where's my butt? Do I have that around here somewhere? No. Okay. So first things first. Let's share the screen. And then I'll go, ladies and gentlemen, we are now ready for the Unhinged, or what is it? Unhinged, or the segment we like to call Unhinged, I guess. That's what we're going to do. Yeah. The award-winning segment, you've seen it on Ellen. It was mentioned twice by Steve Harvey. Let me adjust the screen here so that it's awesomer. Nope, wrong direction. Let's go this way. This way? Hang on. Why isn't it? Uh-oh. Lisa, what is happening? I don't know what's happening. Why are you all scrunched up over here? Is that your screen? Oh, I see what's happening. You moved stuff around. Like this is literally your screen. Okay, I'm going to kick you out of this stream here in a second.
Here.
That's okay. I can cut all that stuff out. I can cut all that stuff out. We're in. You've seen it on Ellen. You've heard it from Steve Harvey. This is Unhinged. Ladies and gentlemen, Lisa, take it away. Uh-oh.
Yeah,
it's a PowerPoint presentation, kids.
It's always been a PowerPoint presentation.
So who do we got?
Wow.
Get on with it.
Okay, so first of all, we have this guy who just posted a picture of his truck that, he's used some sort of filter on an app for.
What?
Yeah,
a
that's
filter?
His lead photo is a picture of his truck.
Wow.
Yeah.
Also Christian.
Great. But
that's all he says. Also Christian. With a candle.
Like, yeah, yeah, photo of yourself goes into the first photo box.
Well, if you don't like
And I
him,
never need to see a picture of your truck, your boat,
uh,
your car,
well,
your
I mean, he owns it. That's a very nice truck, though. That looks like an F-250, at least. That's a nice truck. I'd date him because I need stuff moved a lot.
don't point there. So anyway, this
Hang
is
on.
I love my truck guy.
I need to address one quick question. Mr. Great Shot, I was supposed to be in Austin yesterday, as a matter of fact, but they sold the store out before I even got to the store, so I'm not going to Austin this week. That's all. Lisa, carry on.
Okay, so candidate number 2 for
Yes.
Bumblebee is this guy who's looking for friends in all the wrong places.
Feliz de la Vida. Okay.
Nobody.
Happy
This,
of the life? Okay.
yeah.
Well, I mean, he's from Mexico, so that's probably a correct usage of the Feliz de la Vida.
Right. That's not my issue.
All right. Deer Park should be the issue.
Who
Um,
who goes on a dating app to find friends?
yeah, he's looking for friendship and he has kids. Oh, okay. Here's the deal breaker. 5'8". Sorry, champ. I already know Lisa's type, and it's not 5'8".
All right. So yeah. I don't understand people.
I know that's something. What on earth?
So this guy is an electrician.
Clearly,
And I will say that's a very neatly wired breaker box.
it is a very clean breaker box. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So I guess
Once he has peace and humility and love for his God and a unicorn. No, total salvation, right? Yeah, Unica would be one salvation. Oh, one Lord for salvation. God is the only salvation. That's it. I can hobble the Espanol. 5'7". Are you trying to find the mayor of Munchkinland? Jesus Christ! Are you shopping for love in the Lollipop Guild? God dang. These guys are easy to overlook, is what I'm saying.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah.
Like I'm some kind of giant, but still. Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
This is his superpower.
Yeah, his superpower is being an electrician. Yeah, good for him. John Jacob says it's not enough ground wires.
One. But anyway, Adrian here is special. Guys, don't lead with a photo of. In fact, don't put a photo at all of you with other women on your
Yeah,
dating
that is
profile.
usually a bad form.
No,
Yes.
bad start. But here's why he did it. So Adrian says, ask. I'm an open book with a twist.
Uh-huh.
Don't mind having a girlfriend too.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And then there are pineapples.
Uh-huh. And the unicorns. Yep. Yeah. So
Adrian,
for those of you who
for this.
for those of you who don't know, the pineapple is a symbol for swingers. It was originally a symbol for women to let their lovers know that their husbands were home in Charleston. I'm sorry, yeah, Jamestown, no, Charlestown, over there on the Charlestown in South Carolina. When their sailor husbands were out on the boat sailing, they would come home with pineapples, and the women would take the pineapple as a welcome home treat for their lovely wives, and the wives would take the pineapple and put them on their gate, which is why to this day you see ornamental pineapples on gates in Charlestown. But that has now become also a symbol for swingers to tell people, oh, by the way, we're welcome to guests who are also willing to screw either one of us. So there you go. And the unicorn is also a symbol for that lifestyle for people who we found the one that likes the girlfriend and the wife or whatever. So there you go. Now you know, and knowing's half the battle. Star with rainbow behind it. You learn a lot doing live streams. But those do not look like girlfriends. Those look like actresses at, what is it, Universal? Was he at Universal there?
I don't know.
One of those backlot type of Disney Universal theme park things. Because that looks like a ride in the background. Like one of those loop-de-loop rides.
Yeah.
Oh, unicorns go both ways. Ah, there you go. Thank you, John Jacobs, for filling in, figuratively and literally filling in the gap there. See what I did? All right, carry on. Lisa, what's next?
So after this guy with the twist,
Mm-hmm.
this guy, this is his profile photo of his torso.
He's golfing
He's golfing.
or holding a golf club. What's on
Yeah.
the front of that golf club?
That's like
Doily?
that. I mean, that's the completion of his swing.
Uh-huh.
He appears to be to have both knees in braces.
Yeah. But he's
Yeah.
52 and he's, an athlete, clearly.
And he has no tushy.
No, it looks like he's sitting challenged, yeah. But okay, so golf people, tell me, is that something that people do to protect the head of the face of their driver? Is that like really a thing? Because I've never seen that before, and you
I don't think
definitely
that's on the driver.
that's a driver, all right.
Well, yeah, that's a driver, but I don't think that white rectangular thing is on the driver.
I mean, oh no, that may be the tee box. Yeah, since it's two dimensions, it's hard to tell. But yeah, you're right. I think that's the tee box. Okay, but it does. It looks like a maxi pad. That is 100% correct, Mister Great Shot. There, it looks like a maxi pad. I immediately thought it was just you like trying to protect the face of his golf club from getting scuffed or whatever. But this is like my mom when I was a kid saying, "Don't wear your shoes outside; they're gonna get scuffed up." Like, what the hell do you want me to cover my feet with? I mean, insanity. Okay, sorry. Carry on, Lisa.
That's all right. Okay, so time to vote, folks.
Oh, is that 5 already?
That was 5 already.
Holy crap! Oh yeah, I guess so. We had the Love My Truck guy, the two
Let's be friends.
Hispanic dudes. I was gonna say two Mexicans, but I don't think they were both. One was definitely Mexican. I don't know where the other one was from. They were just writing in Spanish. And then
the electrician,
the bi-swinger, and then the
Mr. with the twist, and then the guy with the torso.
Oh, goodness. All right, children, adults, boys and girls, lovers and haters, children of all ages, dogs and cats, elephants and tigers, bears and cubs. Wait, no. Bears and Brewers, they hate each other. Cubs and Brewers, they hate each other. Astros versus the world. Let's get some votes in here. Who do you want to vote? Who's the worst of the best? Or the best of the worst?
Of the week. These are not the best.
Yeah, they're the worst of the best of the worst, I guess.
I think we really went the worst of the worst.
Would they be the worst of the worst? Are you voting? Or is the person they're picking supposed to be the dreg of this particular barrel, or is it supposed to be the cream of this particularly shitty crop?
Definitely the very bottom.
All right, so we're looking for the bottom tip of the iceberg. the bottom point, the taint of the iceberg Oh Lord. Yeah, this clip isn't going to be made for kids. That's fine. John may be right. C, he says C, the electrician who did not have enough ground wires and could probably use a few more wires in that breaker box is. Did he even have a face shot on his or was it just breaker boxes and stuff?
Oh no, he did. And
Oh, okay.
in all fairness, the breaker box was the very last photo
Was
in his
were all
profile.
of the photos like this? Because he was only 5'7"?
Joe, you were terrible.
It's just him like this. Put the camera on the counter. God, I'm gonna get canceled. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be all like, he's racist. Like, no, I'm not. My wife and my mom is short. I love short people.
I am too.
Oh, that's right. Lisa is also a midget. I love short people. I love jockeys. That's how I get all my horses ridden around. It's true. It's a God's honest truth. Uh, we have Mr. Great Shot coming in with a D. We are voting for the taint. Very good. Yes, that is. We have at least one vote for the taint. Um, and he says that the electrician did have a nice box. That's what she said. Wait, that's what he said. Never mind. You know what I mean. Um, we should do an entire show where we come up with phrases and say that's the name of our sex tape. Like, when I tell people like to come to Specs, come to Specs, come get the bottles, come early, come often. That's the name of the sex tape. We should do a whole show where we come up with phrases. Anyway, that goes in the box set of director's commentary. Okay, so we got a C and a D. Do we have any other votes? Get them in there. C, the electrician. D, the dude with the twist. I mean, bravo for him for putting it out there. I wonder if his wife knows that he's on dating apps, looking for the third.
Girlfriend.
Yeah, sure. I wonder if she knows that he's on the dating app. I always wonder about that. When guys are like, I'm looking for a partner for a threesome, I will always wonder if his existing wife and or girlfriend knows that they're going to be a part of this threesome, or if he's just like using that line to get a girlfriend and be all like, oh no, she's tired. We can't go home today. I'll just come over to your place. Yeah, that's my hunch. Me and my wife, we have this arrangement. I get to test drive the third party until we decide we like it, and then we discuss. I come home and we discuss it, and then we share notes. And she says, "Yeah, let's bring her in." I give her all the stats and stuff, and like give her my rating. So like, this is like a casting couch type of thing. Yeah, come on. That's in my mind. That's how that's going because yeah, I don't think there's that many. Well, maybe there are. Who knows? All right. So what we got here in comments? We have C. We have D. We have the electrician had a good box in his as an argument on his behalf, and Mr. Greatshot has offered to come on the show sometime to maybe discuss sex tape ideas. But does your wife know you want to come on with us? That's what's important. Um, so do I need to break the tie, Lisa?
Yeah, you need to break the tie.
All right. So, I mean, the electrician has a trade, but he's like this tall. Which for me, that's not so much a deal breaker because like I like short chicks, but the dude with a twist just, I mean, bravo for him for putting it out there, but I've always just got this instinctually creepy vibe off of dudes who are out shopping for the third. I I I, I believe the chick when she's shopping for the third party more so than the guy when he's shopping for the third party, unless he's out shopping for the third party with the chick. So if we're voting for the taint of the group, the bottom part, in between, the lowest part of the torso, I'm gonna go with that dude. The unicorn with a twist, Mr. Pineapple Pizza himself.
Right.
I'm going to vote for that guy. So that's the Bumblebee of the week. Congratulations, Mr. Taint. You get your trophy, which is a bronze pineapple. Guess.
So, bonus slide.
Oh, we got a bonus.
Got a bonus.
Yay!
I just wanted to acknowledge that, the dating apps are difficult for guys too.
I believe it.
This fella is just trying to find a girl who doesn't have an OnlyFans account. So,
See, I imagine like 90% of the females on dating apps are just trying to steer you to their online content. I imagine it like, yeah, we matched. That's cool. But before we go on a date, I have to qualify you and make sure you're a real person. So go to this website, give me $10, and I will come on the video with you, and then you can see my boobs, and we can go have dinner. That's that's my hunch. That's my hunch based on everything that I see on Instagram and all of the messages that I get through Messenger every time I accidentally or intentionally comment on some feed on some news story. Although to be completely honest, that has not happened nearly as much since Russia has been occupied with this insanity of an invasion. I haven't had nearly as many people contacting me asking me for uh, anything for that matter, and it's been refreshing. So there's that. There's always that. Uh, where is what is going on here with the background? The background got. I must have adjusted the background when I was trying to deal with your wonky screen. But there you go. No, I've noticed that. I've had very few random people contacting me going, "Hi, I'm lonely. You want to chat or whatever it is, or giving me information about a super awesome government program of grant monies that we can get based on Indian heritage or long lost uncles who are in Spain that won a lottery or whatever dumb crap emails we used to get. We've gotten far less of it. I thought they were all from Nigerians, but apparently they were all from Russian hackers because Russian hackers are fairly well occupied right now, getting shot at by Ukrainians. Slava Ukraini. Notice no Russian bot. Yeah, very few Russian bots. In fact, I haven't seen. For a couple of weeks there, I was getting one or two per show, and I haven't gotten hardly any. Certainly not any tonight, and my filtration systems are not that good. Unless you go to the distillery, then our filtration system is awesome
very good. Yes, awesome.
we don't get any little bits and pieces in our bottles by design. Lisa, are you ready? Are you ready?
I'm ready.
You're supposed to say for what? Lisa, are you ready?
For what?
To pop. And you're supposed to say pop what?
Pop what?
Popsico. My hands are high, my feet are low, and this is how we popsico. Popsico, pop. All right, that's it. If you had kids, you would know, but you don't. Your cats don't watch TV, and my sons, both of them, absolutely hate that. Next time you're over, try it. It's hilarious because they won't know you're going to be coming at them with that, and it's going to be fucking funny. Anyway.
Yeah, send me a link to whatever this is.
We'll cut that out in post. So it's time. It's time. Are you ready? It's time. You know what time it is? It's time
for trivia.
For trivia. Dun 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 dun. Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, do you have your trivia fingers primed up and ready to go? You should. Let's take a quick scroll through chat real quick because we're there. What's this one? I think this is where we left off. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, we did. We left off here, somewhere in this neighborhood. Unicorns go both ways. That is correct. Well, we talked about that also. In fact, that's where I got that information from. Yep, learn something new every day. Maxi Pad. That was what was on. Did he vote for Max? No, you didn't vote for Maxi Pad. You voted for the other dude. Let's see here. What do we got here? Now that's actually a very good thought to see. If you put a little pad on the front of your golf club, you could see where the ball is striking on your golf club, especially if you're too weak to actually put a mark on the face of your golf club. You probably don't want to put a mark on the face of your golf club too, I suppose. But see, my golf clubs are shitty. Uh, and I can say that not just because I'm a bad golfer, but my golf clubs are shitty because we got them secondhand. It was just like, I'll take those, and I waved my hand at them at the pawn shop and picked them up, whatever. Um, they're third hand, fourth hand, whatever. But I figured I shouldn't spend more than $100 on a set of golf clubs. A, if I'm not going to play very often, and B, if I'm just going to be terrible when I do, and C, I wouldn't feel so bad if I got really pissed off and threw them in the lake, which has almost happened, but hasn't actually happened. Not yet. There's still time, plenty of time. And 100 times out of 100, I would much rather go to Top Golf and take 100 swings at a ball at Top Golf than go to any golf course and take 100 swings at golf balls while walking. Ugh, Top Golf.
For the driving range.
Yeah, driving range is way better. You can sit there, you can drink all the afternoon, you can swing golf clubs. You don't have to walk 2 miles. It's way better. Way, way, way better. Way, 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 way better. Antibacterial wipe could be. All right, I think I scrolled up, skipped some stuff, but we're gonna just roll through. Had a nice box. What is this? That should be my next bottle. It should be your next bottle of whiskey. Your next bottle of whiskey should be Old Humble Double Oak Rye. Unfortunately, the specs near your house is sold out, but they do have the straight whiskey and special reserve in the Brody Lane specs. I just wasn't scheduled to do a tasting with those bottles. You can get our whiskey at that specs in Brody Lane. And our trivia show coming up is brought to you by Old Humble Double Oak Rye and our good friends at Preparation H. Having trouble sitting? Try Preparation H. Am I allowed to do that? I'm gonna do that. They can. How cool would it be if I got sued by Preparation H?
Not
I mean,
cool.
What are they gonna do? Sue me for like repping them on my show? I'd be like I just said it was brought to you by Preparation H. Y'all make it easy for me to sit. They don't need to know I'm not actually using the product. Put it in your tea. It has a great minty flavor.
Oh.
Warning, do not put Preparation H in your tea, not for internal consumption, unless you're consuming it the other way. Like this. See?
Trivia?
I think that's how you could, isn't that what you do? It's not just topical. You actually get it up in the crevices, right?
Let's do trivia.
I'm making Lisa uncomfortable, kids. They might see my ass off, and then I wouldn't be able to use Preparation H on it. Oh no! Of course, on the other hand, I could be doing brought to you by Preparation H, and then they're like, "Oh, this guy's great," and then they'll send me a bunch of free Preparation H. Yeah. Trivia night brought to you by Arby's because your hunger is stronger than your memory. Arby's. Trivia night brought to you by Chipotle. For when you kind of want Mexican and you also hate yourself.
Fine, let's play.
Lisa wants to play trivia. Y'all ready for trivia? Can I get a hell yeah from the congregation? Just one person would be fine in chat. Give me a hell yeah. How many people we got in chat? Do we have enough for trivia? We got enough for trivia. Okay, this reminder of the rules. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch to screen 2 real quick. And screen 2 is right here. Screen 2, because it's got the chat right there next to me. It's got the chat. Lisa's above me right there. Actually, you know what? Let's switch. I'm going to be on top. I want to be on top, Lisa. Wait, do you want to be on top? Do you want to be on top? Okay, Lisa prefers to be on top, guys. Is that in your dating profile too?
It's not.
Lisa wasn't expecting that. You should have been. To be quite honest, you should have been expecting that. It was like not like it was a Spanish Inquisition. Okay, so here we go. We got a hell yeah from the congregation. Well, we got a hell yes from the congregation. That I'll take it. I'll take hell yes from the congregation. There we go. Do I have it? Do I have the Twitcher? I don't have it on this screen. Shoot. I don't have it on the screen. Oh, well, screw it. Doesn't matter. All right. It's right there. Hell yes. It's on the screen. Is it highlighted on the screen? Or is it blocked out? Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Nope. It's there. It is. Hell yeah. There we go. We got a hell yeah from the congregation. All right. Okay, Lisa, remind us of the rules.
Joe is going to read a trivia question.
One of those.
Then he's going. Are you typing it into chat?
I will type it into chat. Yes.
And then you have once he reads the question, you have 2 minutes to put your answer into chat. Once the 2 minutes is up, Joe will type the answer into chat. I am the final arbiter of whether or not your answer is correct and whether or not you got your answer in before Joe revealed the answer.
Right.
I am also keeping score.
And you can only answer once. You can't be like, I'm going to answer 8 times and hope I get it right. Nope. Doesn't work. I don't think there's any math questions in here anyway. It's Disney trivia. So it's like, it's not going to be, how many dwarfs were there? And you're like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know, you can't do that.
So one answer.
Eventually get up there, you're like at 97 and time runs out. And you're like, okay, well, they got it once. That's fine. Dummies. Anyway, there's 7 dwarfs, by the way. Okay. Are we ready?
We are ready.
Let's get on with the first answer. I've got my die somewhere over here, which will give me the question that we will ask off of the page. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 categories, and my chance cube that has 6 numbers on it. I shall roll the cube. We shall ask the question. The first question.
What are the categories?
Oh, the category. That's a good question. I don't know. They are blue, red, yellow, brown, green, and orange. See? They don't even have like any information on it. I don't have the slightest damn idea. Maybe the categories are on the box. I don't know if it matters though. Fucking Disney. You're like, whatever. And I dropped something. Where'd it go? What's that? Huh. I don't know what that is. I don't know what the categories are. We're just gonna have to wing it. I don't really think it matters. Because it's like Disney. Was that a beep I heard? Alright, so number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 is the category. It is green. I think we'll figure out what this is. Alright. Typing the question now. We have 10 questions that we will ask. What does Captain Hook send to Peter Pan disguised as a gift from Wendy? What, and if you wanted to see the question, there it is. What does Captain Hook send to Peter Pan disguised as a gift from Wendy? What does Captain Hook? I'm going to put on my, god dang, my writing. I'm going to cover up that because that's in my eyes. Does that? That doesn't hurt. Okay, good. What? These are like really tiny print, see? What does Captain Hook send to Peter Pan disguised as a gift from Wendy? We should do a Schitt's Creek trivia night. You're keeping time too, right, Lisa?
I am keeping time.
Now, how close are we to the time? What does Captain Hook send to Peter Pan disguised as a gift from Wendy? What does what? I could put this up in chat, but I cannot. That's the question highlighted right there.
Hey, we have a new participant in chat.
Sean Hawkins is in chat. Cheers, my man. I saw him in the stream earlier this week, as a matter of fact. In one of these days, I don't know. Well, I got to do a subscriber thon one weekend to do something with trivia, and like new subscribers get like a bonus or something. I don't know. I'll figure something out, but not ready to do that yet. Longtime subscribers should get more bonuses, in my opinion. I hate it when companies do that. Are we done with time yet?
25 seconds.
Okay. I hate it when like cable companies are like, new subscribers get a 25% discount, but old subscribers can suck our buttholes. The worst way to keep customers, because that is a great way for an existing customer to say, screw you, I quit, and then come back the next day and say, now I'm a new customer. Cable companies suck. We ready?
Yeah, ready.
3, 2, 1. John Jacobs. Looky there. He got it. A bomb is the answer. A bomb. See, it's right there. A bomb. Boom. So we got one answer for John Jacobs is on the board with 1 point. What are the other answers we got up there? We got a bottle of whiskey, which would be awesome. His shadow, which would be incorrect, and a time bomb. I don't know if it was a time bomb, but it was definitely a bomb. I think John Jacobs had enough time to look it up, but I'm not gonna. I'll cast aspersions all day long, but you know, it's just baseless accusations, is what it really is. Oops. This is a 2. So there's the question. Number 2, which is code for poop. Number 2. Who? Ew, this is dumb. Why did she get up that early? Man, who wakes Cinderella at 6? Whoops. Oh, Mr. Greatshot's name is Mark. Yeah, cool, Mark. Hi, nice to meet you. Who wakes Cinderella at 6 each morning? Who wakes Cinderella at 6 o'clock each morning? Get your answers in. Who wakes Cinderella at 6 o'clock each morning? Do 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 boo do do boo.
While we're waiting for answers,
yeah.
The U of H Arizona game is at halftime.
Ooh.
Cougars are leading 34-28.
Awesome. Arizona. They're playing Arizona or Arizona State?
Arizona Wildcats.
Arizona Wildcats. Awesome.
The number 1 seed.
And they're winning by how many points? 6. They were winning by 6 halfway through the first half.
Yes.
21-15 earlier in the game. What is the current score? 32-26?
34-28.
I was very close.
Very close.
Very close. Almost as if I was listening, but not quite.
Right. Not surprising.
So we do have answers coming in. We have... What the hell is that from Mr. Great Shot? Is that a fist? That's a fist. A fist. That's what wakes her up. I don't think that's the correct answer. But I can't tell because I do not have my glasses on. I could not read this if I wanted to. But the good news is I already knew the answer. So I do actually know my fair share of Disney trivia. My lovely wife is a Disney-phile. I've been to Disney, I can't tell you how many times, based on the fact that I have 2 young children. Well, not young children. Well, I have had young children. I am very well versed in Disney Clubhouse, Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, Disney, Backyardigans, the Nickelodeon stuff, all of the Peter Pan lore. I am deep in Peter Pan.
It's not Disney.
Yeah, I know. But I'm well versed in all of that. Are we ready? Is that the timer? That it?
That's it.
All right. So that is There's the answer. There's the card right there if you wanted to see it. Birds is the answer. She is woken every morning by Alfred Hitchcock's hit movie, The Birds. And Sean Hawkins gets the point. So we have a tie now to 1-1 after 2 questions. Sean Hawkins and John Jacobs. Ooh, tiebreaker is a knife fight. That's going to be fun. So much fun. Wait, is that illegal? Can we do that? They had a knife fight in Twisted, so I don't see why it's illegal. 6 is the number. I think they had a knife fight in Twisted. Maybe it was the version of Twisted that I saw. When Elsa and Rapunzel both had that one dude on the horse. I can't remember. What color gloves? Oops. Gloves. What? What? This is a stupid question. Oh, I see. What color gloves does Mickey Mouse usually usually wear? There it is. That's the question. Bip. What color gloves does Mickey Mouse usually wear? Fire. I mean, this is, like I said, this is a stupid question. If you get this wrong, you should be ashamed of yourself. Your entire family should change their name. You should have to move out of the village in shame. Find another village full of people who is willing to adopt you, take their name, and speak nothing of this embarrassment. That's how bad it should be if you miss this question. And I say that simply because, well, I'll tell you in a second when I give you the answer. Are we ready? I think that's everybody. We good?
Well, I mean, somebody may want to jump in here.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we got 1, 2, 3. I think we have 5 people in chat. 5 people are participating. Anybody else want to jump in? Give us an answer. What color gloves does Mickey Mouse wear? And the chat has not updated over here. The chat doesn't automatically scroll. That's kind of annoying.
That's
What
weird.
color gloves? Well, on this particular app, it scrolls automatically over here on my screen. What color gloves does Mickey Mouse usually wear? And the question is actually, what color gloves do I usually wear? The picture on the back is Mickey Mouse. Not wearing gloves, I might add. Because originally he didn't. Fun fact. He's also about this tall, according to, what's his face? That old dead dude? Disney. Walt Disney. Yeah. Another fun fact, his real name was Walter White Disney. That's where they came up with the teacher's name in Breaking Bad, Walter White. They took the name from Disney himself. True story that I did not just make up on site. Ready for the answer?
Yes.
All right, it's white. He wore white gloves. I mean, this is pretty easy to figure out considering the first Disney cartoons were in black and white. I mean, they could, even if he had red gloves, they'd have been white. Duh. You answered it wrong. You should be embarrassed. Everybody got it right, so that's a tie.
Point.
Michael Jackson's glove had a stain on it? Oh, I did not know that. Did you know he liked his children's clothes half off? That's why I always went shopping at Kmart during the Blue Light Special. True. All right, so we got everybody's got
Celebrating. Take that win, Mark.
Yeah, so we got 2 for John Jacobs, 2 for Sean, and 1 for Mr. Great Shot. All right, roll the die. That is a 4. Question number 4 on the card is 1, 2, 3, 4. What? Huh. Okay. In Alice in Wonderland, Alice in Wonderland, which character always wears a hat? In Alice in Wonderland, which character always wears a hat? There's the question right there. If y'all didn't see it, has the answer on it right there. You should have looked. There it is. Which character in Alice in Wonderland always wears a hat? That is a very important, I believe, part of the question, which is why I capitalized it. Always. In fact, it says it right there. Always. Like some of these, like the questions are also based on the pictures on the back of the card there. So it's like referring to the picture, and you have to like it's not completely like the Mickey Mouse question was, "What color are my gloves?" You're like, "Who the hell are you?" Oh, I got to look at the back of the card. So I couldn't just type in what color are my gloves because I don't have gloves. My gloves are usually brown leather because I play baseball. Now that I'm older, they're usually a white kind of fake leather because when I golf, that's the color of gloves that I wear. But I also haven't golfed in like, Jesus, 5 years? Yeah, wow. But I did wear gloves today at Specs and they were black. So I guess the answer to that question would have been black if I had written it as written on the card. But the intent of the card, not as written, was Mickey's gloves. Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Lisa, 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 Lisa. Should I do another commercial for Preparation H? Ladies and gentlemen, when you're having trouble sitting.
So Sean asked us what age group are these questions for?
What age group are the questions for? I don't know.
Should say on the box.
It should say on the box. Wonderful World of Disney. Age 8 and up. 8 plus.
Okay.
So that's just general Disney trivia. I mean, they're not going to be all like, how many times did they stab the Jabberwocky? That's kind of all right. Everybody got this one. Yeah, I'm sorry, Mad Hatter.
Here.
Mad Hatter. Tuna made the party. Sweet. Mad Hatter is the answer to the question. I'm calling it. Mad Hatter is the answer to the question. Tuna just joined us. Cheers, Tuna. Long live the Tuna Empire. Slava Ukraini. Slava Tuna. Down with the long live the Empire. That's what it was. Empire Records was a great movie, by the way. Long live the Empire was what they always said in Empire Records. Great movie. We got to see Liv Tyler in her budding glory before she became weird in The Hobbit, and then she was just weird after that. But never forget that video that her dad did of her being all sexualized and weird. That wasn't weird at all. It was just weird. Anyway, shall we do the next question now before I start ad-libbing? Before I start monologuing on Liv Tyler and her extremely long legs and crossed eyes. She was in That Thing You Do. And she was very cross-eyed in That Thing You Do. But she was also very gorgeous in That Thing You Do. So this is a 3. Question number 3 on the card. It is category yellow. Oh, and this is one that I don't know. Not off the top of my head, at least. Where does Kala take Tarzan so that he understands who he is? Where does Kala take Tarzan, the oft unwatched movie Tarzan? People stayed away from that movie in droves. I don't even know if it made it to DVD after the conversion. Where did Tala take Tarzan so that he would understand who he was? Where did they take Tarzan? Doop, doop, doo, 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 boop. That's my Where Did They Take Tarzan song. Where did they take Tarzan so that he understood who he was? Where do we got answers? There's a Hi Tuna answer. There's a Good Evening Tuna Emperor answer. The actual Mickey Mouse game. Oh, I'm sorry. The actual Mickey Mouse came to our post, and I was the photographer assigned to follow him around and shoot photographs. That's cool. That's super cool. Like, was he like a little mouse? Or was he like a dude in a costume? Or was he like the full-size dude in a costume? Or was he like a Times Square Mickey Mouse, like Mookie Mouse or something like that? The non-Disney Mookie Mouse. Uh, where did Tala take Tarzan so that he understood who he was? I don't like Disney trivia, just so you know. To the water hole, to the zoo, to the movies. Actually, to the, what is it? To the window, to the wall.
No.
Moose Cow joined. Moose Cow, you got how much time we have? 15 seconds? Where did Kala take, oh, okay. Where did Kala take Tarzan so that he understands who he is? Where did Kala take Tarzan so that he understands who he is? Where are my pants? Where? Oh, he never took off his head. That's against the rules. Yeah, you know. Uh, unlike, I will point out, the costumed headless horseman who always takes off his head because that is the rule. Although I don't think the headless horseman is Disney. Is he? Didn't they do a headless horseman show? I think they did. I'm going to say they did. Disney did a headless horseman. Sure they did. The Horseman of Creepy Hollow? Surely Disney did that. Did you know that Disney owns the rights to Predator and Star Wars so that they could do a Predator versus Ewoks mashup? That's a true thing. That is a fact. Okay, we got a ding.
Yep. Time's up.
All right. Nobody got it. I do remember this after thinking about it for a few minutes. Where is it? To the tree house where his real parents lived. To the tree house where his parents lived. There. Answers are closed. Y'all had one chance to beat me to the answer. And that was it. Especially after I posted up there. Y'all could have just copied it and written it right down. But I mean, I'm showing everybody the answers. See? There they are. All the answers to the next question are right there. Okay, let's go. Let's get this moving. Question number 1 on the page, right there. Which film am I in? Oh, man. All right. Which film features a dog named Nana? And if you want to see the dog named Nana, which film features a dog named Nana? I will leave that here. You did have the best answer, Sean Hawkins. Which film features a dog named Nana? Lisa, can you see that picture?
Yes.
Now, you can see from the time frame of this picture, from this animation, that it is clearly a drawn. So that puts it well before 1990. Or possibly well after 1990 and just retro. Although they don't draw anything anymore. They're lame, dumb idiots. Which movie features a dog named Nana? Is Moose Gal answering questions for us? Yeah, Moose Gal's in. She's in. Yep, she's in. All right, so what is the score? Just out of curiosity. Who is leading? Is it John Jacobs still with 3, 4? John Jacobs have 4?
John Jacobs and Sean Hawkins are tied at 3.
Oh, wow. That's going to be exciting because, like I said, the tiebreaker is a fight with sharpened broomsticks. Yeah, y'all just got to stab each other to death with broomsticks. This is going to be fucking awesome. And yeah, it's not like a concession. The winner is the last one living. We can do that, right? That's legal. As long as they sign waivers. Like if they sign waivers, like really? You can't sign like if somebody said to me, look, cheeseburgers are just as deadly as guns. I couldn't say, okay, sign this waiver and we'll have a duel. You take a cheeseburger, I'll take a gun. Sign your waiver so that you can't sue me and I can't get arrested. You're volunteering, you're joining into this contract, this agreement to have a duel as a demonstration of the deadliness of cheeseburgers versus guns. Could we do that like legally? Is there a way to do that legally in America, or would we have to go to some place like Guatemala? Because Guatemala has no laws.
Yeah, you can still.
I hold you harmless if you.
You can still get criminally
I
charged.
hold. But the aggrieved party can't say like I hold you harmless in the event that my cheeseburger kills you before your gun kills me. Because I've challenged people to this duel several times, and nobody takes me up on the offer. Like nobody's willing to stand 20 paces away from me with a cheeseburger, downrange from me with a gun. I don't understand why. It is Peter Pan. In fact, Peter Pan, one of my favorite movies, as a matter of fact, because don't tell anybody, but I am Peter Pan. Keep that a secret.
All right. So, Sean got a point. And Muscal got a point. Muscal is on the board.
For
So
the
Sean
record,
is now leading 4.
what is for the
John
record?
Jacobs has 3.
We have 4 questions left. 4, count them. 4 questions left.
Mr. Great Shot has 2, and Muscal has 1.
So everybody's in the game. Everybody's in the game. Nobody has iced this out yet. Well, that is exciting because now we have 1 more question. I'm sorry, 2 more questions in round 1, and then round 2, the last 2 questions will be worth double. That's exciting. Ooh, that's exciting. Woo! Are you excited? I'm excited. You should be excited. If you're not excited, then you don't have a pulse, and I don't like you.
This is for Boozy Bucks.
Yeah, it's absolutely for Boozy Bucks, the best kind of bucks. They have Ben Franklin on them because he's boozy. 1, same category, blue. I think it's blue. Is that blue? Maybe green. I don't know. You tell me. Is that blue or green? Jesus, this is an easy one. Okay, this one's a gimme. Who is in the picture with Donald Duck? What picture are you talking about? I don't even know what you're saying. Shut up. I got it right here. Calm down. Who's in the picture with Donald Duck? Who's in the picture with Donald Duck? Wait, Lisa, somebody asked me a question. I didn't answer it. Who is it? John Jacobs. Oh, what is a film? A film is a film. It's a film with a southern accent. Like we're gonna go down to the picture shows and see us a film. See, that's what a film is. So shut up. Who's in the picture with Donald Duck? Who's in the picture with Donald Duck? That's the song that I just wrote. Who's in the picture with Donald? Like everybody should get this. If you don't get this, you should delete your account. That's what I'm going to go with that. If you don't get this correct, you should get off social media forever because Taylor Swift will write a song about you, and rightfully so. I mean, I dated her in high school, and she can be vindictive. She's petty and vindictive, but she actually sweats glitter, and she does in fact glow. She's that interesting of an individual that she actually glows when she's in a room. I don't know how she does it, but she does. Her hair actually can be spun into gold. She's just charming. We're gonna get back together one day. It's a fact. She wrote that song about somebody else entirely. But we are, me and Taylor Swift, BFFs. It is goofy. I don't even need to answer that question, do I? I'll give the answer. We're going to call the time. Goofy. There it is, Goofy. Everybody should have gotten that answer correct, unless you're just goofy and you chose not to. Yeah, we got it. Everybody got it? Good. Okay, everybody gets a point, so nobody gets a point. That's pretty much how that works. If everybody gets a point, nobody gets a point. It is not like baseball. When everybody gets a point, everybody gets a point. But that makes more sense in my head. Okay. I rolled a 5. There it is. And here's the question. Bam. What does Todd? Huh. What does, oh, okay, I got this. What does Todd try to catch to impress Vixie? I know what this movie's from. What does Todd try to catch to impress Vixie? And I can probably call my lovely girl, my lovely girl, my wife. She'll know. I won't even have to give any context whatsoever to the question. I'm going to type it in right here. What does Todd try to catch to impress Vixie? She loves this movie. Absolutely.
He's joined us.
I'm not giving anybody a clue. Safety Doc's in the house. What up, Safety Docs? I was a legend in my Red Badgers polo, endless high fives, including the characters. Bravo, Safety Doc. Yay. I would love to see Badger polo. I didn't even know badgers could float. I thought they stayed on land and avoided water at all costs.
I don't know. This might be badgers riding horses.
Oh, that would be cool. That would be so cool. Badgers riding horses. What? Yes, city council vote is April 5th. What does Todd try to catch to impress Vixie? She gave question marks. I'm stunned. She's going to lose her Disney card. She's going to have to make me dinner for a week before I let her live this one down. To be fair, the clue is in the question. Oh, Sean doesn't have a clue. Well, you should. I mean, I'm just saying. Nobody's going to get this one right. Oh my God, we're going to have a question go by that nobody gets the answer correct. Oh, nobody's going to get it. I don't think anybody's going to get this question correct, Lisa.
All right, just give them a second.
How many more seconds we got?
Done. All right, everybody's in.
Let's call it. Let's call time. A cold. That's a good one. That is a good one. I am so disappointed in my wife.
Are you going to answer this question for these people?
Yes, I'm going to answer the question. A fish. What is a fish with no eyes, Lisa?
Blind.
A fish. It's a fish. What do you call a deaf fish, Lisa? It doesn't matter. Can't hear you. There's the picture from the back of the card. That was the giveaway that it was a from the Fox and the Hound, and of course Todd being the fox.
Yeah, Copper being the hound.
Copper being the hound. Todd was trying to show off for his little vixen, who is called Vixie. Vixen would be a female fox. What, Lisa, is the tally of the questions? Does Trout count as a correct answer? Arbiter of questions. Or is it too specific? Like if the question was a cold northern state and you said one of the Dakotas and you're like, well, it was North Dakota, so I guess. Is Trout too specific? Do we know if he was trying to catch a trout? Or the answer to the question, I will say this. The answer on the card is simply
a fish.
A fish. You see that? Is that there? A fish.
I'm gonna count trout.
Okay, take it. I'll take it. I'm okay with that. I would have counted it.
So Don Jacobs has 5. Mr. Great Shot has 3. Sean Hawkins has 5. Tuna has not played yet.
He has
Moose
not
Scout
answered.
has 3, and
Uh-huh.
Safety Doc also hasn't played yet.
All right, and these last 2 questions are worth 2 each. So literally everybody is in the game, except for people who have 0. Y'all are not in the game, because you cannot possibly get 5 points with 2 questions that are worth 2 points. Unless I make them 3 points. And I can do that, because I am the game master. If I roll an even number, I will make them 3 points. If I roll an odd number, I will make them 2 points. And you know what I just did? 6. That is an even number, last I checked. Last 2 questions are worth 3 points. Are we ready for this?
We are so ready for
Are
this.
you ready for this? Grab your butthole, because the last 2 questions are brought to you by Preparation H. Medicative pads.
Read the question. These people are trying to earn their boozy bucks.
I'm going to write a whole set of commercials of Preparation H. Wait, Saturday Night Live already did that. I'm going to have to pick a different, like maxi pads or something like that. Tampon commercials. Oh, that'd be great. Tampon one-liners written by a dude. Oh, that'd be awesome. Okay, anyway. Roll of the dice. Die. Thank you very much. That is a 2. Snake eyes. Actually, it's not snake eyes. It's just deuce. For 3,000 points. No, just 3 points. Who trips up a servant it's not to break, it shatters. Who trips the servant, causing the glass slipper to shatter? There's the question, if you needed to read it from the card. Who trips the servant, causing the glass slipper to shatter? And if you're wondering, like I said, there's the question. Who trips the servant, causing the glass slipper to shatter? No, you don't get any further context to the question, because the question carries the context within the question. Who trips the servant, causing the glass slipper to shatter? I bet my lovely wife gets this one correct. Who trips... Oh, and if she gets the next 2 questions correct, she wins the game. No, I'm kidding. that would be wrong. The servant and causes the slipper to shatter. In fact, I won't even tell her it's a glass slipper. I'm just going to say the slipper to shatter. See if she gets that one right. She's going to get this one right in like 2 seconds. Because she knows her Disney shit. Which is part of the reason why I know my Disney shit, because she's like my Disney mentor. Like, did you know? Like, did you know that they collected the garbage from under the street? Aha! I know Disney stuff. I know important Disney stuff, like logistics. She's all like, and the princesses, they lived, they talked about, and like, did you know that they're well financed with bonds in 57 different countries? True. Actually, I made that up. I don't know if that's true. But it sounds good. Did you know that 3 people were murdered in the castle on Disney World property? That's true, too. That's why it's haunted. It's not really haunted. There's no such thing as ghosts. Anyway, who tripped... I should get back to the question. Who tripped the servant and broke the slipper? There's the question. Who tripped the servant and caused the slipper to shatter? Did nobody try to answer this question? Except for Sean Hawkins? Dude, he should get a point just for the effort. Everybody else should just suck it. Who tripped the servant? Well, to be completely fair, what is there like a fucking lag or something? What the hell? What is going on? Like I think everybody was looking it up. That's what happened. Because the answer to the question is the stepmother, who just so happens to be Lady Tremaine. But Lisa, you're the arbiter. I put in the answer.
Did you guys cheat?
We got Lady Tremaine, Lady Tremaine. Hang on. Let me Google that. I'm going to Google it and see what the answer is. Who tripped the servant and caused the slipper to shatter?
Mr. Great Shot, that little emoji looks awfully guilty.
Lady Tremaine is the first answer, as opposed to the stepmother.
Stepmother.
Which, to be completely fair, Lady Tremaine is the stepmother. I'll let you be the arbiter. I have my skepticism. They got their answer in after I posted the answer, though. At least one of them did. Or should I just pull another card out?
Yeah, I'm not awarding any points for that.
I'll pull out another card. We'll do it again. It's no problem. I got plenty. Ooh, this one's a different color, though. And we all know that when Disney World opened, the different colors were not allowed to go together, except for on the screen, because they were animated in color. Is that going to get me canceled? It ought to, but it won't, because I'm a decent person. I'm not a scumbag. Not always a scumbag. I'm sometimes a scumbag. All right. Let's go, shall we? For all the monkeys. Let's see if my lovely wife answered that question. Did she get that answer correct or not? She did not even try to answer the question. Shame on her. Disrespectful is what that is. Didn't even respect the question. All right. Once again, answers number 2. That one actually showed up on screen. Oh, this is a good question. What is the city? What is, quote, the actually in, I'm sorry, actually where the Bug Circus performed? What is the city, or what, I guess it should be what actually is the city, right? What actually is the city where the Bug Circus performed? What actually is the city where the Bug Circus performed? I guess I should hold the card oriented properly so y'all can read it. What actually is the city where the Bug Circus performed? Do, 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 do. Lisa, are you familiar with the show that this is referencing? You are not.
I'm not.
So, so in this particular time period, there were 3 movies that came out that were very similar. There was the Bee Movie with Jerry Seinfeld. There was An Ant's Life, and there was a bug. No, it was A Bug's Life and Ants. There were 3 movies. They were remarkably similar. The Bee Movie being about a bee, Ants being about your dad's sisters. Just kidding. It's about the ants, the little 6-legged creatures scurrying around. And then A Bug's Life, of course, was about Volkswagen Beetles. No, just kidding. It was about bugs. Little what the fuck was A Bug's Life about? That was not. That was something entirely else. What was The Bug's Life? I don't remember that movie. I mean, I remember the name of the movie. I don't remember the details of the movie. But ants being what this particular question is referencing.
No, Ants was not Disney.
Yeah, it was.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, then was this The Bug's Life? Am I getting Ants and The Bug's Life mixed up?
Yes.
Okay. So
Bug's Life was Pixar.
Pixar. That's right. Bug's Life was Pixar. Well, what this is asking is what was the city where the Bug Circus performed? Because in A Bug's Life, which was also about ants, that's why I'm getting them mixed up. Ants was about ants, but A Bug's Life was also about ants. A stupid little ant colony. And of course, the ant, the very clever ant, played by Dave What's His Face from Canada, he broke the pile of seeds, and they sent him off to get saviors. And he goes and finds warrior bugs to come back and save the ant colony. And it turns out the warrior bugs were actually circus bugs. Are we done yet? Are we close to time? How much time do I have to drag this out?
27 seconds.
27 more seconds. So he goes and finds the warrior ants. Brings the.
I'm gonna check the score of that. Oh, with 10 minutes and 16 seconds left in the second half, the University of Houston Cougars are still leading 50 to 42.
All right, but they are a number 5 seed. It's not like it's a 16 seed going against a 1 seed. They are a top notch team, and I'm super proud of my Cougars. Anyway, they go get their warrior bugs, come back to protect them from the grasshoppers.
Answer.
That is the time. And where they find the warrior bugs is in the city, and the city is a rubbish heap, also known as a pile of trash. There it is, rubbish heap. It was a pile of trash. I think it was a pile of trash at some kind of outdoor fairground, if I remember correctly. But there you go. Who got it right? We got Las Vegas, Bug City, and nobody got it right. Disappointing. All right. But if nobody gets it right, then everybody gets it right. It's the same basic principle. I suppose, because nobody changes places. But we got 3 points for the final question. What are the standings on trivia? Where are we at?
John says 5. Mr. Great Shot has 3. Sean Hawkins has 5. Moose Gal has 3.
All right, so everybody's still in it. Everybody still has a chance. Oh, this is a great one. What? Yeah. Okay. No, this isn't a great one. Because it references the picture on the other side. It's a great movie, though.
You can show the picture.
No, it's not. No. All right, this one's a great one because it actually references yeah, this is good. Who lives in the Forbidden Mountains? Who lives in the Forbidden Mountains? Bam! Question. Answer. Who lives in the Forbidden Mountains? And I say this is a great one because it actually references a recent movie as well as an ancient movie. That may be too much of a clue, but y'all might be able to figure it out just from the actual factual question itself. And I just realized that the Bug City, where they got their heroes from, as a rubbish heap, could have been one of my ex-girlfriends from high school. But I kid. Cindy was a great kid. She was a great gal. Just a bit of a trash pile. Anyway, who lived in the Forbidden Mountains? They were forbidden, so like most people didn't live there. Like in the entire realm, I guess you would say. Like most people didn't live in the Forbidden Mountains because they were forbidden. Like River Oaks, if you were a Jew back in the 50s. Forbidden Mountains, except they weren't mountains, it was Houston. That's why Meyerland was built. True story. That's why we have a Meyerland here in Houston, because Jews were not allowed to live in River Oaks, where all the mansions were. So they were like, you know what, screw you guys. We're going to go over here, and we're going to build us a Temple Beth Israel and Temple Beth Torah. We have 2 temples over there in Meyerland. They're huge. That's what she said. But anyway, a little fun fact about the history of Houston. Also, the history of Houston, if you go to Garden Oaks on the north side of Houston and look at the deed restrictions, you'll find out that brown people aren't allowed to live in those houses in groups of more than 2. True. So if you were not white and you had a kid, you had to leave. You could not live on premises, even if you were just a servant to the people who actually own the property. So, welcome to Houston, folks. It's a great place to live. And by the way, they haven't changed those deed restrictions because it takes too much effort to not be racist. And that's a fun fact about the old neighborhoods around Houston.
Very enforceable.
Are we done yet?
Yeah, we're done.
That's it. Okay, Maleficent is the correct answer. Maleficent. I don't know how to spell it. Maleficent is the answer. Y'all know who it is. There it is. Bam, Maleficent. That is, what is the final tally? Did Mr. Great Shot win? He just bailed.
No, Mr. Great Shot had 3.
He had 3. Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us, though, Mr. Great Shot. Mark, anytime you want to come back by and join us. I mean, I've got shows all the time. I got like 19 of them or something like that. Come and join us. It's fun. Have a happy hour. Kick back, have a drink, whatever. Lisa, who had 0 points?
Who has 0 points?
Who had 0 points?
Safety Doc have 0 points.
All right, who had 3 points?
That was Mr. Great Shot.
Okay, who had 4?
Sean, nobody had 4. Sean Hawkins had 5 points.
Who had 12?
Moose Gal had 6.
Moose Gal had 6.
John Jacobs got 8.
8.
John Jacobs is our big winner tonight.
What?
Moose Gal gets $20.
Wait a minute.
Fun.
Are you saying John Jacobs got 20 boozy bucks tonight?
He did.
You know what that means, don't you? He adds to his tally from last month.
Nice.
So he gets plus 20.
Thanks, Mr. Great Shot.
All right, let's go back down. Who had first place?
John Jacobs had first place.
All right. Who had second place? Moose Gal?
It is Sean Hawkins.
Sean had second place with how many? Wait. It doesn't matter how many points he had.
Sorry. Moose Gal had second place with 6 points. I'm sorry. Got that wrong.
Okay, so Moose Gal has second place.
Yeah, Sean Hawkins has third place with 5 points.
All right, so in the grand tally, we have 20 boozy bucks going to John Jacobs, 10 boozy bucks going to Moose Gal, and 5 boozy bucks going to Sean Hawkins. Sweet.
Yeah.
Very cool. So guess what, Mr. John Jacobs? That means you have a total of 40 boozy bucks in the bank. Tuna has 10 boozy bucks in the bank. Moose Gal has 10 boozy bucks in the bank. And Sean Hawkins has 5 boozy bucks in the bank. So if you want to rob the bank, maybe we should do that. We should have an event where they can rob the bank. And we should have an event where you can rob the bank and the winner takes all of the boozy bucks from everybody.
No.
We should do that. That'd be a fun. Like you got to redeem them because every 3 months we do a rob the bank. That'd be so dope as hell. Like every 3 months, you have to get them redeemed. You have to buy your hats or shot glasses or whatever the crap. Because every 3 months we're going to do something where somebody has a chance to win them all, or nothing changes hands. Like they can either successfully rob the bank or it's unsuccessful and nothing changes. That'd be fun. I'll think of a way to do that. That'd be hilarious. And then everybody's just going to hate me. And I'm going to love it. But then the next week, it'll be like double. Everything will be double. And like they can get all their points back. There's got to be a way to do that. Anyway, John Jacobs, you can contact me if you want to start redeeming them. You can contact me. Emails in the About page. All the social medias. It's not really hard to find me. I make every effort to be accessible. I may not answer right away, but I'm around. I am. And trust me, I will answer you eventually. See, I think John's on with the idea of rob the bank, of a rob the bank episode. I think he's on board with that.
Right. Well, we need to set up rules and things.
No, that's the whole point. Like rob the bank specifically breaks the rules. That's what robbing the bank is. You're not like knock knock knock, dear Mr. Wells Fargo, tell me what are the rules for robbing your bank. They don't have rules for robbing the bank. Like robbing the bank is literally breaking the rules. That is the definition of robbing the bank. The definition of breaking the rules is robbing a bank. They have dynamite for that. You don't use dynamite when you're following the rules. You remember that thing where I said, like, I want to go blow something up, and you're like, no, that's not fun. You're not allowed to have fun. See? Guess who's going to blow something up? This guy.
All right. So our final Houston Cougars update for the night, since it's 11 o'clock already. Cougars are leading 59-49 over the Arizona Wildcats.
How much time's left in the game?
About 7 minutes.
All right. Well, there you go. If you want to sign off, you can sign off. I'm going to keep watching the game because I can do that. Although it is 11 o'clock, it is time to sign off and end the show because it's a 2-hour happy hour on Thursday. It's our big show. It's a 2-hour happy hour. And, God, I wouldn't want to be irresponsible or anything. That'd be cuckoo bird crazy. Let's do this. Wouldn't want to do that. Cuckoo bird crazy. Well, let's do our housekeeping and wrap up. Congratulations to John Jacobs. Congratulations to Moose Cow. Congratulations to Sean Hawkins. First, second, and third for the night. Stay tuned. Well, don't stay tuned tonight because I'm going to sign off. I'm going to eat dinner and go to bed. Saturday. Well, let's see here. Tomorrow is Friday. I'm in downtown Houston from 2 to 5, in Rosenberg, Texas, which is on the southwest side of Houston, from 2 to 5. And then I might do a late night sip and chat on Saturday. I don't know. I wouldn't count on it though. But then next week we've got we come right back at it with our quest for 100,000 views. We'll have 3 days left in the month to get the biggest month ever, or at least the biggest month since last month, with the number of views. And then I'm going to work on the next strategy, which is actually converting these views to subscribers and growing the channel, not just from views, but from subscribers. And then, of course, next Friday, 1 week and 1 day from today, we will have hopefully our first live streamed concert from the distillery with Ryan Adam Wells. Our first real live stream concert. Because I tried it once before with, I think, JB Zay, and it didn't quite work because the audio sucked. But I think with this, I think I've solved the audio I will have solved the audio problem. I know what equipment I need to do it, and I should be ready to go by Friday next week. Otherwise, we'll just record it and then go with like rebroadcast or something like that, and try to live broadcast the one the next week. But certainly, yes.
Friday, April 1st.
Yes.
What time does the distillery open?
The distillery opens at 6 o'clock. The distillery opens at 6 o'clock. Music starts at 7. And tickets for the show can be found on Facebook, on Eventbrite. Just look up Old Humble. It's the first one that pops up. Or if you go to a Groupon, you can get Groupon for $5. Tickets are $10, and if you go to Groupon, it's $5. Includes a tour of the distillery. We're going to have flights of whiskey. We're going to have dad jokes and music
hats,
and
t-shirts.
We've got hats. We've got t-shirts. We will have some food on hand, but it's not going to be like a meal. We're not going to have that yet, but we're working on that. We're building out this program as we move along. We're going to be pretty much ready to go running on the 1st, but it's going to get bigger and better as it continues to go on. So come on out, check it out. It really is going to be fun. And if you can't make it, you can cross your fingers and hope we're live streaming it. But if we're not live streaming it, you're just shit out of luck. You should have come to the distillery because that's where all the fun is. 5 strippers are going to be there, but they're going to be in full camo, so you won't see them unless you get right up on them. That's one of the things we can do out in the woods, because you can't do that in like a regular venue, because if you wear camo and you stand in a building, you stick out like a sore thumb. That's the ironic thing about camouflage. Camouflage only works when you're in the woods. When you come out of the woods, you're the most clearly obvious person there. Have you ever seen a dude in a Whataburger wearing camo? It like sticks out, like he might as well be wearing neon lights. It just sticks out like a sore thumb. The ironic thing about camo, it does not work unless you're in the woods. And if you're not in the woods, it works the opposite the way it should. You're very noticeable. You're like, that guy's wearing camo. Interesting. Why is he walking?
Go eat your dinner.
You'll just let me keep going, won't you? What's the score?
Let's see. Score is 61-50.
Yeah, how much time?
5:49.
5:49. Awesome. Thank you, John. John Jacobs, congratulations on the 200th stream. Thank you, sir. And to be fair, to be completely fair, it's not just the 200th stream. It's the 200th everything. Short streams, lives, non-lives, everything. It's the 200th everything. But to be even more fair, it's probably about 150 or so streams because most of my content is live. There are some uploads that are hidden, and I'll unhide them for Christmas. But yeah, that's it. That's how it is. And some of my live streams I pre-recorded and uploaded as premieres, but they did not perform as well as the live stream, so I quit doing that shit. Anyway, okay, so we got about 5 minutes left in the game. I want to see the game, but I don't have it here. You're my updates. Okay, well we'll wrap up. Lisa, tell everybody good night.
Good night.
All right.
Fun.
It has been.
Yes, to win some Boozy Bucks.
It has been fun. I
We
enjoyed
will
this.
see you at the distillery soon.
I am looking very much forward to doing this at the distillery soon. What is going on here? Make it. Did I just freeze me? No, I didn't. Oh, because I'm doing the wrong thing.
Ah!
My Zoom page. There we go. I'm trying to adjust the. There it is. So that when I move you out, I won't look weird. But I always look weird. Okay, Lisa, I'm going to put you in the back room. I will see you in a minute.
Hey.
Night.
Night.
Where is the. Boop, into the waiting room. Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, children of all ages, thank you once again for tuning in. This has been the 200th show, upload, whatever, 200th video on the channel. As always, I appreciate your support. Go Cougars, who are currently playing against Arizona Wildcats. That doesn't look half bad there on that screen, but we're going to go full screen. We'll see you next week, man. Go Cougs. Eat them up. If you got any questions, if you want to contact us, you can always contact us on all the social medias versus email and all that stuff. Slava Ukraini. And as always, be awesome to each other. Be awesome to yourself. Take good care of yourself. I want to see you next week. Drink responsibly. Bye.